Well, I was playing soccer over at the National City Boys Club.
Okay.
And I was pretty aggressive. I think I had some built-up aggression in me, and I kept getting these little things where they'll put these different cards in my face, like red cards and yellow cards.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is all this card stuff? So one of the coaches suggested that I play football. He said, we can use your aggression and play football and do it that way. And lo and behold, at 7 years old, I started playing football right here, South Bay Pop Warner.
Welcome to Homecoming, presented by American Airlines. I'm Haley Elwood, joined by Chargers legend Donnie Edwards. And Donnie, we are here in your hometown.
San Diego, California.
My hometown too, actually. But we're going to take a trip down memory lane, go to Chula Vista High, and then later you're going to tell us all about the amazing work that you do with the Best Defense Foundation.
Absolutely, let's do it.
All right, let's go inside.
All right.
Okay. Donnie, your home is absolutely stunning and beautiful. It's amazing too that you said that you've been here for this long.
We originally bought this place when I signed with the Chargers, thinking that we're gonna have like 4 or 5 kids, since I come from a very, very big family. And lo and behold, after 20 years, we don't have any children.
That's okay.
But we do have this little puppy over here.
Charlie.
Come here, Charlie. All right, hey, 2 paws, right here, 2 paws, 2 paws, 2 paws. He's like, nope, I'm not doing it.
Scared or shy.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
So
big
we do have
debut.
Charlie, yeah.
So Donnie, you mentioned you bought the house when you signed with the Chargers. You're originally from San Diego, and you were telling us the story off camera about growing up in an apartment, one of 11,
Right.
to this.
I know.
How much just does that mean to you?
It's amazing.
what
I
you've
mean,
accomplished?
honestly, it's living the American dream, right? Being the first one in my whole entire generation to go on to college, let alone get a master's degree from UCLA. I mean, it's a dream come true. That's why it's so important for me to honor, recognize, and respect all those who gave this kid an opportunity, and that's our military.
How did this community shape you?
In so many different ways. I mean, this is my foundation, right? So I grew up without a father, but my father figures were my coaches, right? My coaches and my teachers that kind of guided me and gave me the strength and the drive to go off and to achieve my goals.
So I read the story online when you were in Pop Warner way back in the day, and we're gonna visit that field. But you had mentioned you were on the road. I think you were playing with a team against a team up north, and you were at a house and you saw these books on the wall, and that was a pivotal moment for you. Why?
It was amazing because it made me look outside of my little microcosm of San Diego, like where I live at. It was an opportunity for me to go away and to see like a different world, right? I had my own bedroom. I never forget, he's like, yeah, go down the refrigerator and just, you know, get whatever you want. I remember opening up the refrigerator and there's like nothing but Coca-Cola. You know, for your 10-year-old kid, that's huge. He's like, yeah, have whatever you want. I was like, wow, this is great. And I'm like, how did you get this? And I never forget, he said, I went to college. And if you want to have this, you got to go to college. I never forgot that. And we're going to go back to that field, and I'm going to talk about my former coach, Rick Giordano, who actually took us out there and actually explained to us that we can go to college for free through a scholarship if we do 3 things. And I never forget that. From that day forward, it really like shaped my life and my journey to be where I am today.
Want to go check that field out?
We will.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so this is where the Donnie Edwards origin story begins. How'd you get into football?
Well, I was playing soccer over at the National City Boys Club.
Okay.
And I was pretty aggressive. I think I had some built-up aggression in me, and I kept getting these little things where they'll put these different cards in my face, like red cards and yellow cards.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is all this card stuff? So one of the coaches suggested that I play football, try out for football. And he said, we can use your aggression and play football and do it that way. And lo and behold, at 7 years old, I started playing football right here, South Bay Pop Warner.
What's your earliest memory you have?
Earliest memory is my first tackle.
You were one of those kids,
That's
right?
true. That's my elementary school right there. They have no idea who they're waiting for.
Yeah, why not?
It is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool though. You're somebody.
Yeah. No, I tell you, it's pretty amazing because I remember, like, you guys might know a guy named Terrell Davis. So Terrell Davis and I played against each other Terrell Davis was the same size in Pop Warner when we were 8 years old than he was when he was playing for the Broncos. He had this big old long beach towel that had Boss Hogg with a skull and crossbones, and we were terrified of him because he was like,
At 8?
Yeah, he was huge. He was so big. I remember he had this towel, it was so like intimidating. Like, oh my God, that guy's so big, don't hit, you know what I mean? And it was Terrell Davis, lo and behold.
How full circle is it knowing this is where it began for you? You played over a decade in the NFL. You're doing so much now, obviously, but just look at your life as a whole and go back to little Donnie and Pop Warner and think about how far you've come.
This is where it all started for me, and like looking up to all those greats and knowing that it is possible. It doesn't matter where you come from or your background. You can achieve anything and you work hard, you go after it, make it happen. And Rick Giordano, he was my head coach for the whole entire time that I played youth football here at South Bay Pop Warner. And right here at the 50-yard line is where my life changed, you know? And that's when he mentioned to us that you can go to college. You can change your life by going to college. And that was my ultimate goal. It wasn't to be an NFL player. It was to go to college and be the first one in my family and my generation to graduate from college. And it all started right here on this field at the 50-yard line with Rick Giordano. You know, rest in peace.
So it started here. You went to UCLA, but in between, you went to Chula Vista High.
Yeah.
We're off there next, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Donnie, we just visited your Pop Warner days. We are here for your prep high school days at Chula Vista High. Who's joining us right now?
This is Coach Wilson, better known as Craig Wilson. He was a coach with us for a long time and coached the linebackers, and you know, one of those male figures in your life that was so responsible for getting me to where I am now in my life.
Coach Wilson, how proud are you of this guy?
Oh man, can't believe, just off the charts, and so proud of all he's accomplished beyond football. You know, going to UCLA, graduating, all the stuff he's doing with his foundation. And just the relationship we have, you know, that continued after high school. We were at each other's weddings. Yeah. And he's known both of my kids since the day they were born. And so that relationship is just as special as all the football stuff too.
When it comes to that football stuff though, what kind of memories come back when you're here?
Well, it's amazing because just stepping on this field here, the field hasn't changed, the grass is still the same, the bleachers are the same, the paint is still the same. I'm just looking around, it's like this is so familiar. So it's just great to be back.
You donated, you dedicated a weight room in your honor. Want to go check it out?
Sure, let's go check it out. But when I was going to school here, we had right here in the middle, we had that universal machine that like you could do bench press on.
Like
you could
one thing for,
yeah. It was like a universal rack, and that was what we had. And we had some dumbbells and whatever else like people gave us, but that's exactly what we had.
Thank goodness with Donnie's generosity, bought everything state of the art, brand new, and it turned into the Donnie Edwards weight room.
DEW.
Which the kids we refer to it as the DEW. This was all, I mean, we went from a tiny, dingy, not much to a place that the kids were proud of, and that was all due to this guy's generosity, so that was huge.
To give back to this gym, to give back to this weight room, and know that you're making an impact in someone else's life out there, how does that make you feel?
Well, you know what, someone did it for me. I never forget when I was here in school, Martin Bayless, and we had some of the Charger players come here for a game, and they were talking about, you know, you can do it too. Work hard, go after, make it happen. So here I have the previous generation giving back to us and giving me chance and a hope. I never forget, like, I was kind of like sizing up, like, okay, he's not that it's not that big, but it makes a difference, right? So when I, had an opportunity to serve and give back to the next generation, I did it with pleasure and honor because I know like one of these kids here can do it. They can make it happen just like I did.
So Donnie, we just saw a bit of your football past, but now let's fast forward to the present and what you've been doing with our military and all of that But kind of let's go back a little bit and just what kind of impact has the military had on your life specifically?
Well, since I was a kid, right, started with my grandfather, Maximino Razo, who's a Pearl Harbor survivor and someone that was there in my life. Like I said, my coaches and my teacher were there. My grandfather was there for me as well, and he set the foundation for God, family, and country. And we started the best defense as in his honor to recognize and to remember him.
Why did you want to do that? And obviously also not only for him, but to help so many more too.
Yeah, well, especially with our World War II community, you know, I look at them and I see my grandfather. He's no longer here, but he's still here. We're still taking care of his brothers and sisters, which is so special. And we want to make sure that we highlight and recognize and celebrate them for what they did for all of us, because now we're just, you know, we're just living this life now because of what they did, what their sacrifice, what they did 78 years ago. But, you know, as soon as I got into the league, starting with the Chiefs back in '96, we did a lot of stuff with the military and being able to go into bases and meet the soldiers and the troops and things like that. And it just started resonating with me. It was like, wow. And then I started seeing, like, you know, my family members, right? They all served. And especially being here in the military town of San Diego, there's so many of my family and friends that all, you know, give back.
How many USO tours have you been on?
10 or 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that an NFL record?
I don't know. I'm not really sure. I got to check with the USO, but I've
Okay.
been all around the world. I mean, it's pretty interesting to know that our servicemen and women are there defending our freedoms and our way of life.
So working with active duty, working with the vets, obviously with the BDF, it earned you the NFL Salute to Service Award in 2018. What did that mean?
It meant a lot, actually, because I never do it for the recognition, but it's always nice to get the visibility to highlight what you do and to hopefully get more eyeballs on your mission and get more people to support it.
So Donnie, our time here has come to a close, but it is so amazing to look back at your life and all that you've done to give back, whether it's to your former high school, to our military, and we just want to say thank you for all of that.
Well, I want to say thank you to the men and women that serve this country, because it gave kids like me an opportunity. And there's opportunities out there. We just got to go after, go get it, put your head down, and go make it happen, because you too could be an NFL linebacker and be a graduate from UCLA and also have this incredible platform with the Best Defense Foundation to give back.
Listen to this guy. It could happen. And this has been Homecoming, presented by American Airlines.
If you want to see more content like this, check out the link right here.